Hey, it's Dr. Tyler Williams with Better Sleep SLC, and we're back today with some answers to questions that many of our viewers are asking, questions to important and life challenges that you may have. And today the question is regarding sleep and fertility. So a lot of people are struggling with fertility issues. A lot of young couples have had challenges and trials. I know, my wife and I, we have 3 kids, and with our third, it took some time. She was a stubborn one. She took some time to come into our lives and for my wife to get pregnant and for her to be born. And so I've been through some of these challenges and struggles myself, and I know what it's like to have these kind of questions, because with our first 2, they came very easily. But with our third, right, it was years longer than when we wanted to have a third child, and we're grateful and glad that she's here. But when you have those kind of challenges, you have a lot of questions, and it can be overwhelming when you're going to different doctors and specialists and reading different things and researching. And so wherever you are in your journey, we encourage you to keep it up and keep working on it, because it can be a challenge and it can be discouraging, but you will find the answers. You just have to keep persevering and keep pushing through, and you'll get there. Now, there is some great new research about the quality of your sleep and fertility, and some of this research was showing that if you are getting less than 7 hours of sleep, if you're female and you're going to be the mother of this unborn child, that less than 7 hours of sleep decreases your chance of getting pregnant by 15%. Those who had 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night or more had a 15% greater chance to get pregnant. Now, if you're looking at IVF or some other type of infertility treatments, it may be even higher. It could be as high as a 25% difference, meaning if you're getting less than 7 hours of sleep, your body's chance of conceiving through something like IVF may be 75% less, maybe 75% of what someone who is getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep would be able to do. And it's challenging, right? Because when you're going through this, there's a lot of stress and sometimes angst and anxiety. Maybe you're not eating as well as you should, and maybe you're staying up late because you're trying to figure all of these problems out. But you got to remember to take care of yourself, because our health is one of the few things in life that can't be replaced. Money can be replaced, possessions can be replaced, but your health simply cannot be replaced. And take the time to make sure you're getting a good quality of sleep. If you haven't had a home sleep test or an in-lab sleep test, that can be very valuable. It's a great screening tool to have every few years, regardless of whether you're trying to get pregnant or not, because it is so common. And we see more and more people undiagnosed with sleep disorders every day, that when those are treated, they feel so much better. And we see it a lot with people who have TMJ problems or jaw pain, and often bleeding gums or pregnancy gingivitis. And those sleep issues only worsen with going through all of these challenges. And sometimes even when you're pregnant, your sleep quality will worsen because your body's changing all the time. And then, of course, when you have the baby's waking you up multiple times during the night to feed. That can affect your sleep as well. So make sure you take some time this week to take care of yourself, get some good sleep. That's going to increase your chances and your odds dramatically without any medications or any treatments or any special equipment. And people have found that, they'll get something like insomnia, or you can't sleep, and so you flip open a book, or you open up a device, or you start looking through social media, and that light is not good for our bodies. It interrupts our sleep patterns. And so some people have said that if you can't sleep, it's better to go to another room and do something rather than try to do it in your room. We've also found, and I've found from experience, that if I'm suddenly woken up in the middle of the night, or I'm having trouble falling asleep, reading really helps me relax and fall asleep. And I prefer reading out of a book, a real book, if you've ever heard of those. They're made of paper. They're not digital. Less and less common these days. But device lights, that blue light that's inside of devices, is disruptive for your sleep patterns. So, don't get too wound up if you're having trouble falling asleep, but just do some things that are relaxing rather than things that are stimulating, which usually involve a screen or a device. So we hope this has helped out, and we're happy to help you along the way of your journey. We have some great resources and providers that we connect with, and we also have some great tools in the office we can go through with you. So if you just mention this video, we can provide you with a free assessment. That's 8 or 10 questions we'll go through with you and have you fill out, and then we can look more into that and see that if a sleep disorder or some type of sleep issue may be part of your problem, or sometimes even the main part of the problem. So happy to help however we can. It's really fun to see how many lives we get to change, and it's an incredible experience for us, and we hope we can do the same for you. So have a wonderful day, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.